Hi guys, it's Kandee with really green eyes. I wish they were like this every day of my life. If you didn't notice, this look is supposed to be Angelina Jolie. You can do all the crazy contouring steps to actually do the transformation like I did, or you can skip that and just do the makeup look because it's really pretty too. And at the end of the video, I will tell you a really funny story. I think it's funny or interesting or sad or just weird about how I got these contacts. But make sure if you like this, give it a thumbs up, like it, share it with 1,000 of your closest friends maybe, and be like, oh my gosh, this crazy girl Kandee turns herself into people, now I can do it too. And then also subscribe if you haven't, because you don't know who I'm gonna look like in the next video. It might be kind of awesome and fun, and just join the Kandee family because I give lots of computer virtual hugs and everybody needs lots of hugs. So let's get started and I will show you how to do it. So the first step is I'm gonna take these sweet ruby contacts in sea green and spend about 15 minutes trying to get them in my eye, and then I'll come right back. And ta-da! That literally took me about 20 minutes to get these in my eyes. And even though her eyes are more blue-green, I don't have a blue-green, so I just went with more of the green today. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just apply foundation all over my face with the Beauty Blender. I'm also gonna use my Cover FX Total Coverage. I kind of use it as a little bit of a concealer to really get really full coverage everywhere, because I have freckles and Angelina Jolie does not. I'm gonna just take a foundation a couple shades darker than what I used on the main and center part of the face and just kind of color the sides of the face so we add a little bit of depth back to the face so we don't look like a flat cartoon. And then blend under the jawline. Now I'm just gonna take my RCMA palette and I'm gonna take my lightest color that I have, and we're going to do some highlighting to make my face look more like hers. So right here in the center of the forehead, down the center of the nose, right here in the inner corner of the eyes, and under the brows. Now the trick to highlighting is you're really just drawing the eye to different areas so it thinks it's seeing different planes of the face and angles. Here. Now I'm going to just set all of our foundation and highlighting with some translucent powder. Even on the eyelids. Now you can take a white eyeshadow. I'm just going to take this white powder from my NYE Bella powder palette, and I'm just going to go over the areas that I want highlighted. So down the center of the nose, right here. I'm just going to add a little bit of emphasis. So you can skip this step if you're just going to do the makeup look, but if you want to actually recreate looking like her, you can do this step also. Now I'm just going to take a blush brush or an eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use a kind of gray taupey shadow. So this is Copper Plate from MAC, or I'm going to be using some of the colors from my NYE GLAM palette, some of these kind of gray colors. Now when you use a gray color to actually contour, it doesn't look gray on the face. So if you're going to contour around the wrist or something, it's just going to create a shadow as opposed to just using a bronzer, which is just going to make you look more tan or brown in that area. So we're just creating a shadow, so that's why we want a little bit more gray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of chisel my Angelina cheekbones out a little more. And I'm going to mix a little bit of a peach color, and then we'll just kind of blend just like you would on your eyelid to shape your eyelid a different shape. Do the same thing with your face. And I'm just going to take a light brown shadow, mix it with a little nude color, and we're just going to define the nose just a little bit more. And then you can just take a fluffy brush and just soften that up. I'm going to take a little bit more of those same colors and just emphasize. Anytime you go back over with a powder over a cream, something you've done, it's going to add a little bit more emphasis. So we're just going to kind of do the upturned Joker smile, and then give a shade to the outside of the mouth. I'm just going to create a shade in the top lip right here, and then just soften all that up. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Hoola from Benefit, and I'm going to kind of warm up the gray areas just a touch, go along the temples, along the hairline. Okay, now I'm just going to use this really bright, this is just another Cover FX foundation, but I'm going to use it as a highlight slash concealer slash primer for the eye area. So we want to make sure that we get in here really bright and right under here as well. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this right in a little line under here. And just for fun, I'm going to add a little more here. And I'm just going to take with the sponge and kind of dab this here to lighten all this up. And I'm just going to take a little bit of a light color, and we're just going to go right on the lower jawline right here, and that's going to highlight the jawline and make our contouring pop a little more. And go back over that with our powder. Okay, now since this is a very shimmery look, I'm taking, this is the Dior palette in 5 colors. Now before anybody thinks, oh my gosh, you're so fancy with your Dior eyeshadow, this was a present, okay? So I'm gonna be taking this lightest color in here, and I'm gonna apply it right in the corner, and then up into the inner corner of the eyelid. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, and any shimmery pearl color will work like this too, and I'm gonna sweep this right underneath the brows. I'm also going to sweep it up here on the outer corner of the eye. Now I'm just going to take Cork, which is just a warm brown, and I'm going to create this shadowing in her eye. So we're going to go right above the crease area, and if you don't have a crease, you can just create this, just draw a curved shaped line on your lid and it'll create a crease there. And I'm going to go slightly up here in the inner corner, and then right here in this outer corner to make it look more squared off. Then I'm going to take this gray taupey brown color, and I'm going to go right underneath this curve of the eye, and then just sweep it up towards the outer corner of the eye right there. Then you can just take a fluffy brush with nothing on it and kind of soften that line up a little. And I'm going to put a little bit of this Pearl Frost color right here and blend the inner part of that we just drew, kind of soften that a little, and put it right underneath the lash line a little more. And then I'm going to go back with my Hoola color to kind of warm this up and just kind of soften that gray color just a little. Now I'm going to take more of a nude peachy shimmer. This is Naked Lunch from MAC, and I'm just going to sweep this on the rest of the lid. And I'm just going to take a nude peach color like this, and we're just going to kind of blend it right up here onto the cheekbone. A little bit of a gray taupey color, and I'm just going to put it right here on the outer corner of the eyes where her eyes have this kind of shadowing, and then you're just going to pull it upwards towards the eyebrow. And then you can just soften it with little strokes with your fluffy brush. I'm going to take Bourbon eyeliner from Urban Decay and apply it right along the lash line of the lower eyelid. And then just stop right where your lashes kind of start to grow. I'm going to go over that with a little bit of Satin Taupe from MAC and just soften that line up a little. And then from the Vice Palette 3, I'm going to take a little bit of this Last Sin color and a little bit of Angel, the color right beneath it, and I'm going to tap that right on the outer corners of the lids. Now we're going to do the classic Angelina Jolie eye. I'm just taking the Lorac eyeliner, and I'm just going to start right where the lashes begin to grow. You're just going to lay your pen down and then gently make it thicker towards the outer corner of the eye. And she doesn't really have a wing here, it just kind of gently gets thicker into her lashes. So now what I noticed about her winged eye is it goes up right here in the outer corner just a little bit. So we're just going to round this up a little more right here. So it kind of draws the eye up in these kind of sides. Now we're just going to curl our lashes and apply mascara. And for her eyes, you want to pull the mascara wand out to the sides. And then just very lightly coat the bottom lashes. Okay, now with an eyebrow pencil, I'm just going to draw my brows to look similar to hers. So more curved right here. And without concealing my brows, I'm gonna try to make them look as much like hers as possible. Remember, no two eyebrows are gonna look alike. Each one is gonna look different, but hers both look a little different and come in at different angles. So I'm just going to try to make this eyebrow look like him. This guy is more arched than her other eyebrow. Okay, now we're gonna have fun doing the mouth. So I'm gonna line my mouth with Perfect Nude from Too Faced. Then I'm gonna take Makeup Forever in 7C and I'm going to kind of create a shadow on the edges. And create that same little raised thing in the corner. Then I'm gonna take Perfect Spice from Too Faced and blend these together. Then you can just even take a brown eyeliner and I'm just going to kind of create these shadowy lines on her lips, which are right on the side right here. And then these ones that go right down here on the top of her lip. Get a line in the center. And use it kind of here. Now I'm just going to take a nude lipstick from MAC in Flesh Pot and I'm going to highlight kind of all over. And make it lighter up here on the top. And then you can take any light gloss and we'll just dab this on here. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Pretty Please from MAC. And I'm going to take a little bit of Flat Brush and our lightest, brightest concealer to add some highlight to the mouth. So right here in the center. And then out here in the corners. And then right here. And up here on the top. And we'll finish off with a little more. And you can also take a highlight color, any shimmery color work. I'm just gonna take Bobby Dazzle from the Vice 3 palette and I'm gonna tap this right here and on this side where she has those two highlight areas, and I'm gonna take a little bit and put it right here on the top. Now I'm gonna take some individual lash extensions and I'm just gonna put a few guys on the outer side, which I think looks a little more natural than like putting a strip of lashes on. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on here, and then I always start with the outermost guy. Okay, stop doing tricks. Some glue on this guy. Then I'm gonna get some medium guys. And I'm just gonna take a little bit more of this light powder and I'm gonna sweep this out here to make my cheekbones look wider like hers. And I think we're ready for the wig. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Is this enough to give this video a thumbs up, a like? Let me know and comment below what look do you guys want me to do next. Leave that below in the comments. What costume, character, celebrity, anything, because I want to know so I can make whatever you guys want to see. And I'm probably gonna go spend, oh, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes trying to get these contacts out of my eyes. Look how cool. What if my eyes were this color? I'm gonna be so sad when I take my contacts out. I'm like, oh, you're brown. Just like the color of... So make sure that you guys subscribe. If you have not subscribed already, just subscribe. Join the Kandee family. It's the most sweet family to join in the whole world. And click the subscribe button because you don't know what video I'm gonna do next, who I'm gonna look like. It's like a big old surprise. It's so exciting. And I am sending you the hugest big hugs from my house to yours. Always remember that you are more beautiful than you know. You're more talented than you think, and you're more loved than you can possibly imagine. Even if it's just from this girl giving you Kandee hugs through the computer and the phone, just know that I love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, you would know this story, or Facebook or whatever. I went through like the biggest ordeal to get these contacts. Somebody was like, oh, they're at this liquor store downtown. So I'm walking downtown. It's a shady place that really isn't a liquor store. It's a head shop, which is across from the strip club, where in the strip club there was like guys laying in the parking lot and people were getting arrested, and little old me is just like walking through all this craziness, like 2 drunk people fell on my car, and I'm just like trying to go get these colored contacts. So I went through a lot of work to get these contacts, and they were really hard to get in, and they kind of hurt my eyeballs. And then this wig is just, I don't know, it's just called a power wig. That was the name of the style, power. The things I went through to make this video. I'm glad I'm alive to tell you about it. And I wish I had long hair. And my lips look like I totally got lip injections, but I didn't.